Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Live at the Waterhole. It is so good to be with you here, starting off at Kruger Shalati Sunrise in the Sabi River with some elephants who are enjoying their time in the riverbed. My name is Amy, and I will be with you for today's show and the next few days actually. So I'm excited to spend the time with you all and see what we see what comes down to the waterholes. And especially now with a little bit more heat around in the next few days, at least in the Lowveld area, we will, I'm sure, see quite a bit that's coming to the water to cool off, as well as find some delicious food along the way. Now remember everyone that this is of course a live and interactive show, so please do chat to me. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from, what you're looking forward to about the show today, and maybe your favorite thing about watching the Waterhole show. And you can do so through the Wild Earth website or the app. You can also chat to me through the Wild Earth YouTube chat stream. Just remember to use the hashtag Wild Earth if you are chatting to us on X. Otherwise, you can WhatsApp us with any comments and questions that you may have as well. It's always nice to start off with some elephants. There's some little ones there heading to the water. One of my favorite things about heading to the Kruger are scenes like these that you get to see in the south along the Sabi River. Mercedes, it is indeed Thirsty Thursday. I'm hoping that we get to see a lot of animals coming to quench their thirst in today's show. Thanks, Darkmane Lover. It's good to be here, and good to have you all on board as well. These elephants are definitely enjoying themselves. I think they found some nice greenery between all the reeds here, and then also, of course, the river, and lovely, fresh, cool water. Not sort of stagnant like in other water holes and pans and things like that, where the water can get a little bit yucky. They love to come to the flowing stream where they can get fresh, clean water. And there seems to be quite a few of them around. I don't know, I have an exact number, but it looks like at least between 15 to 20 of them. Some of them may be hidden between the reeds as well. Mr. Ellie, you joining us from a chilly Albany in Western Australia. Well, welcome. Hope you are enjoying some sunshine through the screen. Well, what a lovely start here with elephants in the Sabi River. Let's head up to Zimbabwe and see what's happening at Wange. Oh, wow. Here we have a vervet monkey, everybody. Looking very relaxed, as they often do. I'm not sure where the rest of the family are. Probably not too far away. Hi Ansi, lovely to hear from you. You are joining us from Hartenbos. It's great to have you on board. Interesting, this vervet monkey. I thought it was sitting in this with the sunshine on its back, but it's actually got some white patches there, which is unusual. It's like it's been maybe found some bleach. Not really, but it looks like it's got some bleached spots on its back there. And that's probably just a bit of genetics that's coming through with some white coloration in the coat. Not normally found in vervets. Oh, there's another one behind the big tree there. Incredible how long those tails are. Actually, haven't noticed them or taken note. I mean, we know that they have long tails. In fact, I've seen a few monkeys with shorter tails, but the way it's just dragging on the ground here really gives you a good idea of just how long that tail really is. Disco Dave, well, I'm just glad that you made it and that you hopping in and out for today's show. Hope you enjoyed the sunrise safari. I definitely did. It's been so wonderful having the Masai Mara back on board with us, and just to have the variety and some incredible action that that area of the world brings has been such a treat. I've been enjoying hearing everything that we get told during the live drives about what's happening over there, and sometimes you just can't believe it. Yes, Lloyd, you say we need to name him Patches or Spot. I think that is the one. We'll definitely be able to recognize him going forward. That's for sure. I think Patches, just because it's more than one spot. He's got it sort of on the left and right hand side of himself there. They're looking at these big pods that have fallen down from this tree. I think that one's got a pod that they're opening up, seeing if there's any seeds inside. Oh, that one's gone for a groom. I love how they just arrive and the expectation is groom me. It doesn't look like mange. So generally with mange you actually start to see the patches balding or just a very shoddy coat. They don't look healthy, whereas this is just lighter fur. So like I said, it looks like someone sprayed bleach or something like that, but it's just like, I suppose, us as humans might have a lighter patch of hair. I've seen before on one's head, or even on other like on the leg as well. Sometimes there's a patch of light hair. I've had a friend who had the hair on his legs had a lighter blonde patch between the black or brown. So it does happen from time to time.
Some ellies that we're approaching now.
The light on her as well is absolutely gorgeous.
So we are going to enjoy the rest of this sunset.
Wow, this is absolutely crazy.
And thank you for joining us. For myself and Cam, we will see you next time.
Out here, every moment counts. As a Wild Earth explorer, you won't miss a thing. Watch the Wild Earth channel ad-free 24/7 and rewind if you want to catch something again. Enjoy behind-the-scenes videos, fireside chats, and early access to travel offers. It's the best way to stay connected and be part of the Wild Earth family.
Them. Yeah, Lloyd, that's exactly what they do. They love to go to the well or the source of pumped water for these many of these pans that are controlled with water, then going to the water that is sort of naturally pooling, because it is cleaner, it tastes better, they prefer it, and they'd rather wait their turn and drink than going and drinking from the bigger water hole behind them. They will often then go to the bigger water hole for splashing, swimming, mud wallowing, that type of thing. But they very much prefer to drink from the clean well than from the bigger water holes. We often see that happening. Alright, well, while these elephants enjoy their cool drink here at Safari Hook, let's head back over to Wange. Well, these two are still at it. Very intense job being done here. Looks like the one that was being groomed is now doing the grooming. It looks like they initiate that sort of, is that, come on, lie down. Oh, I know exactly how that feels, actually. You just, just need to get, the person into the right spot to be able to do what you need to do. I cut my husband's hair and I always have to, just to the left, to the right. Okay, bend your head forward, so I can understand, how this monkey's feeling. Oh, another one wanting to maybe get in on the action. Oh, he's like, where'd you all go? That was a very forceful lay down, clearly wanting to get in on the grooming. That was quite fun. Oh, now it's the other one's turn. Dean, see, that's a great question. Why don't animals in the wild go grey? There are a few species that do show signs of aging in that way. Think of domestic dogs, for example. I believe gorillas can also show some greying of hair too. But there's a few different reasons for it. When it comes to many of these animals, the color of their fur or body hair is of vital importance for them to survive. Whether it's for attraction purposes or camouflage purposes, they really need their melanin, pretty much, or the coloration of their coats to continue into their late years as well. Look at these two wrestling. Oh, that's adorable. I think the smaller one was looking for a play buddy. Finally it found a friend. The other two are like, we just want to do our grooming in peace, thanks. And so that's essentially what it is. Another reason is that in terms of humans, how old we live relative to other animals that don't necessarily have such a long lifespan, and those signs of aging in terms of the production of the melanin and color that they have for their fur just doesn't reach the point where they start losing that color. So that is pretty much why we experience it. Clearly the color of our hair is not something that our body needs to continue to keep colored throughout our lifetime, although it would be nice.
This is an unbelievable afternoon.
Oh, she's gonna catch it.
Come on, Tommy! Watch this, we're about to see a kill.
You can see how close he is from where I am.
Joanne, these monkeys are adorable, aren't they? And I mean, even that mannerism there of that one sort of trying to take something off its ear or something there that was bothering it. It's so, we can relate to those sort of feelings that they have in a way about, something on my ear. Oh, let me look at my hand to see what I took off. We don't see other species doing those types of movements or actions, mostly monkeys and baboons. I hope this friend is going to brush back all the fur that it's pushing upwards. Definitely need a comb through afterwards. Something's bothering that one around the head. It looks like me this morning with trying to get spider webs off my cap. Let's head over to Jackie's. Oh, Jack's camp in Botswana. Apologies, I thought I heard Jackie's, but I haven't been here before yet on the show, so this is very cool. Beautiful scenes over here with the palm trees in the distance. Wow, this is stunning. And a whole herd of wildebeest that are hanging out. Oh, and some zebra. Not sure what's in the distance, if those are more wildebeest. I think so. They're all just really dotted around here. Well, always nice to see a new location for myself. And while these animals rest here, let's head over to Rosie's pan. Well, we were here a little while ago and the hippo was in the water still. I see the one is still here, and yeah, we have an elephant that has come for a drink. Interesting how the hippo has placed itself very strategically on the opposite side. While this elephant enjoys its drink alongside a hippo, let's head over to Founders. Oh wow, we don't often see giraffe here. This is very cool. What variety we're having today. It's such a beautiful scene here at the spot in the Eastern Cape. Just look at the colours and those beautiful reflections. Gus, it is a beautiful, peaceful day in the African bush, isn't it? We've got a blacksmith lapwing there. That giraffe didn't like how close it was getting. It just shows how sort of skittish they already are, and not really wanting to have anything disturb them. They'd rather move out the way for a lapwing than have any sort of issues with anyone.
For years, we've shared virtual wildlife. Now, let's experience it for real. I'm Lauren Arthur, and I'd love to show you my amazing home here in the Greater Kruger of South Africa. This 5-night journey is an exclusive connection to my piece of untamed Africa. I live here in these gorgeous landscapes surrounded by epic wildlife. The wild is calling, so come and join me.
Even a hyena coming into the action as well now. Oh my word! She's stalking the hyena now. Leopard, hyena, lion, all together in one shot. Oh. Woo. This is action-packed.
Best sighting I've presented. I found myself with wild dogs. We chased the dogs around, chased them around. They ate an impala. We got the end of that. Then another impala went into Gowrie Dam down the road there, and the wild dogs went around. Eventually the impala came close to the bank. One wild dog went and grabbed it and then just pulled it out to just did what wild dogs do. It was an emotional experience, but it was very, very special.
Join our expert guides at dawn for a live, immersive safari as the bush comes to life.
Found ourselves a chameleon, and look how he's changed color.
Every sunrise brings new discoveries.
Pound for pound, a leopard is one of the strongest cats around.
Ask questions, share your thoughts, and connect with nature, live and in real time.
Great excitement, great happiness.
Start your day with adventure.
Out here, every wild moment matters, and as a Wild Earth explorer, you won't miss a thing. Watch the Wild Earth channel, ad-free 24/7, where you can even rewind and watch something again. Get access to behind-the-scenes videos, fireside chats, and access to early travel offers. It is the best way to stay connected and be part of the Wild Earth family.
Turd. It's also nice to have a zebra so close on this side. Let's come for a drink. Bit of an old scar there you can see on the other rump, on the other side of the tail. The stripe's been torn, and sort of it healed, but not perfectly. Well, it's that time to head up to Kenya, so let's see what's going on at Oldonyo. Well, speaking of mixed herds, we have some elephants here, an eland that's come to drink, as well as some zebra. I love how this boy on the right's just resting his back foot. So chilled. here we have another eland that's coming through, and I love how they've gotten braver. I feel like the zebras were always stealing the show here when the elephants were around, and now the eland are also feeling confident enough to come and have some water. But these ellies are looking very relaxed, aren't they? This is also a good opportunity to point out the sunken-in temples that we speak about with older, more mature elephants. And this elephant on the far right, the one who's resting his leg, you can see how sunken in they are above the eye. Whereas on the other two bulls, they're not as pronounced. Sparse, it really is one of the best things we get to do during this show, if we can, is to spend time with elephants drinking here at Old Doniel. Ah, there's one brave zebra around. He's like, oh, now I'm the only one. Wait, is this a good idea? Should I be here? Well, if you're leaving, I'm leaving. Nice to see the rest of the herd coming through, and interesting to see those stripes on these eland. You do see them in South Africa with the stripe. Some are more prominent than others, but it's very clear here, and showing that relation as well with the stripe to things like kudu and inyala that are part of the same family. They also have that bit of streaking, a bit more pronounced, but it does occur in elands as well. the cat father, you're asking about guides and tourists wearing perfumes. I have personally never been told not to wear a perfume in my training or anything like that. I have also never specifically told guests not to wear anything scented, or even if it's a brief from the lodge or something like that. I haven't seen it irritate animals before. Although I can't say that I've ever had guests that really, the cologne or perfume was so strong that it was actually bothering me. And I think that if there was anything that did occur that as a guide or as a lodge felt that was not a good idea, that they would then be able to, communicate that through in a way that would be understood by someone visiting the area. But if you think how many people are allowed into parks, even in South Africa, to self-drive or anything like that, they can wear whatever they would like. So I don't think it affects the animals too badly or has any negative effect on them.
This unfolds in front of you.
At Wild Earth, we believe every story has the power to create change. That's why we've launched the Wild Earth Impact Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to conservation and social impact. By showcasing conservation stories, we can change lives, protect nature, and empower communities. We have partnered with Empowers Africa to accept tax-deductible donations from US donors. Your donation will help fund critical programs that support our mission. Join us and be part of the change.
The bush, full of beauty, wonder, and absolute chaos. And now, all that madness has its own show. It's called a Wild Bush Week. The countdown of the most outrageous, heart-stopping, and sometimes downright ridiculous wildlife moments of the week. Lions throwing their weight around. Hyenas gate-crashing the buffet. Leopards doing, well, leopardy things. Each week, it's a fresh reel of safari gold, a mix of drama,
She's just got an impala, everybody.
danger, and a healthy dose of laughter. So, if you fancy a highlight show with bite, and I don't mean just the animals, tune in to a Wild Bush Week. You bring the tea, and we'll bring the tusks, tails, and teeth.
Clearly, someone's arrived that wants some space. Oh, there's some oryx as well moving. That's cool to see. I wonder. Oh, there's a warthog. I was just about to say, I wonder if anything else is going to approach with these elephants. Oh, did that one chase the other one away? Wow. That's not very nice if that was the case. Or maybe it just got a fright and then the other one reacted. Super Mongoose, that's such an interesting point you bring up about certain reserves or areas briefing about not bringing in citrus. So it used to actually be that way in Addo Elephant National Park as well, where the citrus farms used to surround the area, and the animals, the elephants in particular, would break through fences and become very aggressive when it came to oranges and citrus, and so you also couldn't bring that into the park for a long time. But that generation has died out, so it's no longer necessary, and you can eat your nachi in peace in the park without having to worry about the elephants. But that is very true, and there is a smell. So if there's a certain smell that's associated with something in particular, and that can trigger something in the animal. But yes, in terms of the scents used in perfume and colognes, that's not really something that's briefed about. Well, while these elephants and warthogs and oryx enjoy their drink, let's head over to Serondella. Well, this is also another scene with elephants and a hippo here in the waterhole, looking very peaceful at the moment, not being too bothered. Diane, it does look peaceful, doesn't it? I mean, just the reflections, the sounds, everything about the whole scene here looks very relaxing. Oh, here's another passerby. Some impalas coming out as well, probably also planning to come for a drink. Oh, is that elephant going to worry about them? It looks like it turned its head to show some interest. I wonder, you want to know if elephants are territorial? No, they are not. So they don't actively defend areas. They sort of move around through quite large areas that we call home ranges. And in order to qualify as territorial, an animal needs to actively defend that area. So through scent marking, vocalizing, as well as potential physical altercations with other species of the same kind over a particular area, rather than just mating rights. Although reproduction is part of the motivation behind territory, it's not always needed, as is with many animals that are not territorial. They can still reproduce, but male elephants will compete with one another and determine dominance between them in order to decide who gets to mate with the females. Well, while these elephants and the hippo enjoy the waterhole here, let's head over to Tau. Well, the pool party is in full swing here. Mud bath activated. I just love the little ones. Aren't they adorable when they're at the waterhole like this? I'm sure it's going to take a face plant soon. Yeah, Dark Main Lover, it has been quite the elephantastic drive today. Oh, sorry, show today. But, I mean, how can we ever complain? This is just wonderful to see. And you can see how this bigger elephant that's come forward has left the area where they're muddying it up and has come to drink in a different spot, due to that same factor that we were talking about earlier, them liking to find the cleanest water they can to drink. Disco Dave, you would like to know how much binocular vision do elephants have. So elephants won't have very good binocular vision, same as zebras and antelopes, all animals with eyes on the sides of their head. They are better adapted to be able to see peripherally, so that is all around them very well. Unlike us and cats as well, that have eyes on the front of their head, baboons, monkeys too. And so we have very good binocular vision. And although we can see peripherally, it's not as to the side as what things like elephants and zebras, for example, could see.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
What does it take to handle the wild? Balance. Determination. Focus.
Yaku!
And gear that can take a beating so you don't have to.
My full name is Mpho Tikani. I grew up in Soweto. My first animal that I filmed said to dog. Okay, no, it's my first animal that I filmed, I think it was an impala. Best sighting ever, I would say it was actually this year, 2024. But it was at this Cedric when we had Muluwati and TP on a warthog kill. I think we have to cut it.
And that's it for this morning's drive.
She's just got an impala, everybody.
And we're going to be heading out and seeing what animals we can find.
Safari, wine, and waterfalls. The ultimate African adventure. Sip South Africa's finest wines. Experience a world-class safari among Africa's iconic wildlife. And stand in front of Victoria Falls, one of the natural wonders of the world. All this can be yours with Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
I think all those zebras are coming down to the water. I'm not sure exactly where they're going to drink from, but hopefully we can see them all together. It's always quite a sight when you see a lot of zebras together like that. Billy, yeah, I mean, if the opportunity is there, crocs will go for anything. And there was a video the other day that popped up somewhere that I saw a croc on an elephant, like a big elephant's trunk, and it just sort of flicked it off. So they will take, whatever opportunity. It's instinctual for them. Although I don't know how successful their rate is in terms of hunting elephant calves. But I do wonder if, with that, there's with the elephant calf, there's mom nearby. She would probably go absolutely ballistic. So to actually successfully take an elephant calf would be probably quite a challenge for a crocodile. There are some waterbuck feeding on some water plants there. We were talking the other day about antelopes that are sort of adapted to water or enjoy swimming, and waterbuck are definitely one of the species that we see very often that are comfortable with entering water and being in it, feeding like this. You don't often see other antelopes practicing this sort of activity, at least in this area. Yeah, pink, I hear you. They do look a little bit different in their coloration, but I think it's just the lighting. Well, let's leave these water buck and head over to Tembe. Well, another place where a pool party is happening. So much fun to see these elephants like this enjoying themselves.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website.
Every week, the wilderness delivers.
And that's why we're here.
Drama, chaos, crimes, humour. All moments you'll never forget. We've counted them down, argued about them, and finally picked the very best. From rare sightings to classic bush showdowns, this is nature's weekly highlight reel. Sharp facts, bad jokes, and the wildest top 5 you'll see this side of the savannah. It's not just a show, it's a wild bush week.
If you love watching Wild Earth, here's a little tip. Become a member. You can gain access to the channel ad-free, you can rewind and re-watch sightings, and you can join our Tuesday live safaris. There's also behind-the-scenes videos, fireside chats, and every Safari Live episode, whenever you want it. It's just a better way to stay connected to nature.
Nsaseko, welcome. I'm so glad that you enjoy the show, that it calms you. You watch it as you're studying because of that. That's so lovely. And it's one of those shows where you can really just have it on in the background, whether you want to listen or just watch the pictures go by as the animals do their thing. It is so lovely, and I know many people do have it on constantly, whether it's at home, in the background, on the TV, sometimes even at work, because it is very peaceful to just have nature live, raw, unfiltered from these waterholes. All right, well, we're going to head over to Oldonyo. Looks like these elephants are, well, this one at least is deciding it needs to cool down a bit. Doing some splashing on the undercarriage. Ooh. Oh, one very brave eland sticking it out there. Even though the one elephant got a bit grumpy with the other one. Cardiff, so when it comes to the waterhole we're looking at here, it actually is pumped, so it varies in depth. Some days the more that it's drunk from, of course it does go quite low, but then they do fill it up. I don't know how regularly that happens, or if it's just a steady stream that then, depending on how much the animals drink, it gets lower and then fills up to a certain point or not. And there we have some giraffe now. I think it's going to try and have a drink. Lalau, yes, Oldonyo is a favorite of many of us, and it's for reasons like this, isn't it? Just to have the different species all in one spot, interacting and doing their thing in view of the camera. Danielle, yes, so it does depend on the location in terms of water holes that are pumped or not. It depends on the reserve, on the management policies, depending on also water hole location, how, the impact of that, why it's deemed necessary, and sort of the balance as well in terms of, from an ecological point of view, what the impact of supplying water, why it's necessary, why it's not necessary in some places. It can have a very negative effect if too many areas are supplied with water, and that sort of restricts movement of animals because they don't feel they need to move so much, and how that impacts the whole environment. So it's important that balance is made, which I'm sure it is. And those are some superb starlings. That's very nice to see. It's been a while. Very, very pretty birds. If we manage to get a look at them, they do move a lot. Daniel, that's exactly what it sounds like, isn't it? Especially when they slurp up the water and then they deposit it into their mouth. It sounds like it's going into this big cavity, which it is, essentially. So it sounds like it's going into a very empty space, and yes, just like filling up one's car. Let's head over to some more Ellies at Safari Hook. Well, it really has been an elephant kind of day, but we are not complaining. I'm hoping this boy goes for a swim. Wouldn't that be great? It looks like he's very comfortable relaxing here. Oh, there's a bit of movement. Come on, boy, you've come this far in. It's like he's just thinking, you know, is it worth the effort? Or it's always difficult to take that plunge when you're halfway in. Dark Mane Lover, you would like to know what causes grumpiness in female elephants. So, I mean, there's various factors. The elements that cause elephants to be grumpy can be the same for males and females. But when it comes to females in particular, one factor that they have to, I suppose, one factor that influences them, which doesn't really have any effect on the males, is their offspring, their babies. And if anyone messes with their babies, that can make them very, very grumpy, or if they feel threatened or a threat to their youngsters.
Oh, wow.
My full name is Emojis Tikani. Best part of my job is coming to see nature. Worst part of my job is logging. That's the worst thing ever, because you have to log amount of footage. You sit in front of that computer and yeah, you think of deleting the footage, but no, they need the footage. If I went to Camel, probably a soccer player. I know some people don't believe me, but I'm very good, and I'm very fast.
Wildlife spectacle on planet Earth. We'll see you there.
Looks like they're both deciding to have a little bit of a rest. Not too much movement going on. I don't know if this other boy is going to join the other one, or if he's going to move off completely. He's coming over to the spot to have a drink. I love how he blew some bubbles there. Well, while these Eddies stand and enjoy their drink, let's head over to Manoakwena. Oh wow, definitely some elephant communication happening over here. My goodness me. Probably over the drinking spot. They also have a bit of a place that they like to go and have a drink. Let's head over to Lentora. Oh wow! I've missed these guys. We've had some wonderful sightings here with the baboons at Lentora. My word, someone's very upset. There's one right here. Oh, and a zebra. Hello. I wonder if there's a bit of a reflection, and that's why they look like that. There, this is a huge troop of baboons. My goodness, look at the big male walking there at the back. Wow, that is very loud.
My name is Takudzwa Panda Msesani. My scariest moment is when it happened twice. The other time I was with Cedric and the other time I was with Steve. And all those times, it was a black mamba. My favorite meal in camp is gonna be burger and chips.
Ria, you say the best kind of roadblock? Absolutely. Look at this.
Hello, girls.
How cool is this?
Yes, wildlife lady, a big troop of baboons is always so entertaining, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's very slippery. Maybe you shouldn't be walking there, little one. Oh, shame. It was a lovely live at the waterhole today. Thank you, wildlife lady. It was good to have you on board with us. And yeah, only a few minutes left. I can't believe it. Time has definitely flown. We look forward to doing it all again tomorrow. But for now, we're just enjoying this troop of baboons and all their antics. I think that's the best word for it. Debdi, it is so great. Thank you so much. Monique as well. Yes, Sunset Safari is coming up at 3:30, so make sure that you stay tuned for that later on. Danielle, it's an absolute pleasure. Yes, we'll see you on the live drive, and I'll be back on the Waterhole show tomorrow. Yes, Dave, indeed. We will see you again tomorrow. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you may be doing. It's nice to have them hanging out here for so long too, all over, climbing up the trees as well. Busy doing their thing here at Lentor. Well, everyone, it's been great having you on board. Thank you so much for all of your comments and questions that you sent through to us. It's great to have chatted to you. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow for the show, but also out on drive this afternoon. So make sure that you catch me there on the Sunset Safari. Keep well, and we will see you soon. Goodbye for now.